Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Federal government amended charges against Kanu can't stand. Kanu's special counsel, Ejimako. Federal government amended charges against Kanu can't stand. Kanu's special counsel, Ejimako. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, stay tuned as I read today's news. Mr. Aloy Ejimako, special counsel to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has dismissed the latest move by the federal government to increase the count charge against Kanu from 17 to 7 as a dilatory tactic to buy time. Ejimako, who took to his Twitter handle, lampooned the federal government and said that the move, which came so late, could not stand. He argued that the extraordinary rendition of the Ipob leader is a perpetual barrier to his prosecution. The latest amendment coming so late on the eve of the trial's marks of dilatory tactics. Ultimately, these charges won't stick because the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a perpetual barrier to his prosecution. You can't put something on nothing. That is the law, Ejimako tweeted. Mr. Aloy Ejimako, special counsel to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has dismissed the latest move by the federal government to increase the count charge against Kanu from 7 to 17 as a dilatory tactics to buy time. Ejimako, who took to his Twitter handle, lampooned the federal government and said that the move, which came so late, could not stand. He argued that the extraordinary rendition of the Ipob leader is a perpetual barrier to his prosecution. The latest amendment, coming so late on the eve of the trial's marks of dilatory tactics. Ultimately, these charges won't stick because the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a perpetual barrier to his prosecution. You can't put something on nothing. That is the law, Ejimako tweeted. Mr. Aloy Ejimako, special counsel to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has dismissed the latest move by the federal government to increase the count charge against Kanu from 7 to 17 as a dilatory tactics to buy time. Ejimako, who took to his Twitter handle, lampooned the federal government and said that the move, which came so late, could not stand. He argued that the extraordinary rendition of the Ipob leader is a perpetual barrier to his prosecution. The latest amendment, coming so late on the eve of the trial's marks of dilatory tactics. Ultimately, these charges won't stick because the extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a perpetual barrier to his prosecution. You can't put something on nothing. That is the law, Ejimako tweeted. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Before I go, we all know that the new charges that the federal government just released against the Ipob leader is just to delay the judgment, because they already see him as a threat. While they know that once Kanu is released, their evil plan will be destroyed, because they already know that Nnamdi Kanu, the Ipob leader, is a savior to the southeast people, and not even southeast people generally, because the way it fights for southeast, and it will also benefit the other regions too. So that's the reason why they have to release another amended charges, and it is right for the Aloy Ejimako to reject such, because this is coming very late. So why should they allow that to happen? Other things are there which the federal government needs to attend to, but because they believe if Kanu is out of the detention of the DSS, all their evil plans will be destroyed, and there is nothing they will do to that than him winning them. Already, Nnamdi Kanu is winning them, so they feel what other things should they do just to keep him still in the detention. I think that's the reason why they have released this. I feel the federal government should negotiate with these people instead of delaying the judgment, allowing the people to get angry, destroying of properties and all that, recruiting evil people to destroy people's property in southeast, and so as to tag Ipob a bad name. I feel the federal government, what they should do is just to negotiate with these people, talk to them. I feel by negotiation, communication, and embracing dialogue with them, things will go all right with these people, and by then these people would come to their destiny, and things will go smoothly in the country, not by a way that federal government discrimination, as all they has it all now is discrimination. Yeah, let's move down to the comment section and let's see what people are saying. A first comment which I have says, jumping of bail, an extraordinary rendition which happened first. If the judge says it was wrong for him to be extraordinarily renditioned, but finds him guilty of jumping bail, will he not be jailed? The question is not whether Nnamdi Kanu would be convicted. It is what kind of sentence would he receive? Would it be death sentence, life jail, or will it be for a certain number of years? British, Kenyan, and Nigerian government did not take the pain to bring him to Nigeria to discharge and acquit him. Ozekome is a sound lawyer. He will make his millions, but Kanu will be convicted.